It was a calm and gentle night. The breeze barely moved the leaves on the trees, and the round moon shone like a glowing lamp high in the sky. Inside his room, Leo snuggled under the blankets, wearing his starry pajamas and holding his teddy bear close. His mother had kissed him goodnight on the forehead, and the soft light of the bedside lamp cast gentle shadows on the walls. Leo yawned. It had been a long day full of games and laughter, but now his body was asking for rest. He closed his eyes and took a deep breath. A very deep breath. Once, twice, 3 times. The silence in the room wrapped around him like an invisible blanket. And then, just as he was about to fall asleep, he heard a soft whistle in the distance. What was that? Leo wondered. Without fully opening his eyes, the whistle came again, a sweet and rhythmic sound, like someone blowing a melody. From the sky, Leo opened his eyes and sat up in bed. He walked to the window, and what he saw made his heart beat slower, as if the whole world had turned into cotton. A silver train, silent and glowing, floated through the air, right outside his house. Its wagons shimmered like they were made of moon dust, and from its chimney came puffs of smoke shaped like tiny stars. In the locomotive, a white bunny wearing a sleep hat waved with a small blue lantern. Leo blinked. Was he dreaming? "Do you want to come aboard?" asked the bunny in a soft voice. Leo nodded without hesitation, and as if his feet knew exactly where to go, he walked barefoot to the window, which opened as if by magic. A staircase made of clouds appeared, connecting his room to the floating train. He climbed without fear, breathing in an air that smelled like vanilla and sky. When he stepped into the train car, everything felt warm and cushioned, like being inside a giant blanket. The bunny offered him a seat by the window and handed him a small cup of warm milk. "Welcome to the Moonlight Train, Leo," said the bunny. "We're going to travel through the sweetest and calmest dreams. Each car holds a secret to help you sleep better." Leo took a sip of the milk, which tasted like freshly baked cookies, and settled in as the train began to move without a sound. Through the window, he saw his house become smaller, and the stars slowly came closer, as if they wanted to listen to the story too. The first car they arrived at was soft and round, covered in pillows and woolen rugs. There, all kinds of baby animals were sleeping. A puppy snored gently in a cradle, a panda cub rocked in a cloud swing, and a tiny giraffe with a scarf snuggled in a corner. The air smelled of lavender and dreams. "This is the sleepy animals' car," said the bunny. "Here come all the animals who need help falling asleep." Leo walked over to a little fox with wide open eyes. "Can't you sleep?" he asked gently. The fox shook his head. "Sometimes I'm afraid to close my eyes," he whispered. Leo smiled, sat next to him, and shared how he too felt scared sometimes. But that slow breathing and thinking of happy things helped a lot. Together, they took a deep breath. Once, twice, 3 times. The fox yawned and closed his eyes. Leo tucked him in with a starry blanket. "Sleep well," he whispered. "You're safe now." The train moved on as the car gently faded into soft lights. Leo felt even more relaxed, as if his own body was turning into cotton. Then they arrived at the second car, where everything was music. Tiny bells floated in the air, and musical notes danced like soap bubbles. A centipede conducted an orchestra of crickets, owls, and singing frogs. The melody was slow and soothing, as if each note was a soft hug. Leo closed his eyes and let the music wrap around him. He felt his heart beat to the rhythm of a gentle drum.
Close your eyes, don't make a sound. The moon is high, the stars are round. The train is here, so soft and bright. It's time to dream. Good night, good night. The train will carry your dreams tonight, through skies of silver and clouds of light, with songs of stars and whispered beams. Sleep now, little one, sail into dreams.
The bunny handed him a small jingle bell. "Ring it whenever you want your body to relax," he said. Leo gave it a light shake, and a shower of tiny lights fell from the ceiling. Each light landed on his body like a feather, making him feel lighter, cozier, closer to sleep. "Where are we going next?" Leo asked in a whisper. "To the third car," replied the bunny. "But not just yet. For now, just listen, breathe, and let the moon tuck you in." Leo settled into his seat. The train floated slowly, unhurried, silent. Outside, the moon followed them, and the stars twinkled as if winking. Leo sighed, smiled, and without noticing, began to feel his eyelids grow heavy, like they were made of sweet cotton. Leo's body felt softer and softer, like a cloud slowly floating in the night sky. The music from the second car still echoed gently in his ears, and the lights from the jingle bell still shimmered faintly around him. The train glided forward through the starlit sky, and Leo leaned back in his seat, his head resting on a cushion that smelled faintly of chamomile and warm bread.
Close your eyes, don't make a sound. The moon is high, the stars are round. The train is here, so soft and bright. It's time to dream. Good night. Good night. The train will carry your dreams tonight, through skies of silver and clouds of light, with songs of stars and whispered beams. Oh, sleep now, little one, sail into dreams.
The bunny conductor returned, now carrying a small glowing lantern shaped like a crescent moon. "Are you ready for the next car, Leo?" he asked, his voice like a whisper in a dream. Leo nodded slowly, and the door to the third car opened with a soft chime. Inside, everything sparkled with a gentle golden light. This was the dream library. Shelves floated in midair, filled with glowing books that hummed softly as if they were breathing. Each book was a dream, written in stardust. Leo stepped carefully between the shelves, his fingers brushing the spines of books that glowed with gentle colors. Blue dreams, pink dreams, silver dreams, dreams shaped like bubbles and feathers. "Here," said the bunny, pulling a book from a shelf, "is a dream about a whale who learned to sing." Leo opened the book, and the pages turned on their own. A soft image appeared above the book, a whale in the middle of the ocean, singing lullabies that made the waves dance. Leo smiled. He turned to another book. This one glowed purple. A scene rose into the air. A bear making pancakes out of moonlight for a group of sleepy squirrels. Each dream was soft, slow, and peaceful. Leo sat down on a floating pillow and let the dreams swirl around him like a quiet snowfall. He closed his eyes and imagined what kind of dream he would write. "Can I write my own dream?" he asked. "Of course," said the bunny. "You already are. Every time you close your eyes and imagine, you begin." To write your dream, Leo took a blank glowing book and began to draw with his finger. Shapes appeared: a treehouse above the clouds, a hammock made of rainbows, and a big cuddly elephant that told bedtime jokes. As he drew, the pictures floated out of the pages and gently drifted into the air. One by one, they formed a soft cloud of dreams around him. The dream library car slowly faded, and the next car awaited. It was darker here, but not scary, more like the feeling of being under a warm blanket. Little lights blinked gently, like fireflies. This was the snuggle car. Here, the seats were shaped like animals. One looked like a sleeping lion, another like a curled-up hedgehog, another like a giant soft owl. The walls were covered in velvety night blue fabric, and soft lullaby hums filled the air. The bunny helped Leo climb onto a seat shaped like a sleeping bear. As he lay down, the bear-shaped seat gave a tiny sigh and wrapped him gently in a fuzzy blanket. "This is where most passengers drift off," said the bunny. Leo looked around. Other children were already asleep, smiling, holding plush animals, their faces calm and serene. The bunny placed a soft star-shaped pillow under Leo's head. "We have one last stop," he whispered, "but you may not remember it, and that's okay. It means your dream is working." Leo blinked slowly. His eyes were heavy, but his heart felt full. He listened to the soft hums, the gentle rhythm of the train gliding through the sky, and the sound of someone breathing quietly, maybe the stars. The bunny hummed a lullaby, so soft it almost wasn't there. "Close your eyes, little star, drift away, near and far. In your dream, skies will glow, wrapped in light, soft and slow." Leo mouthed the words as he closed his eyes. The train moved onward, slower now, almost floating in place. Outside the window, the moon watched lovingly, its light dimming just enough to say, "Rest now." Leo's breathing slowed. His fingers curled around his teddy bear. A last tiny light sparkled near his cheek and faded. The train was now so quiet it was almost floating in stillness. Outside, the stars twinkled like they were whispering goodnight, and the moon followed the train as gently as a lullaby. Inside, the snuggle car wrapped Leo in warmth and calm. He wasn't sure if he was asleep or dreaming, but everything felt just right. Then, the bunny gently touched Leo's shoulder. "We're here," he whispered. The final car was different. It wasn't a place for sights or sounds. It was a place for feelings. Leo stepped into the dream cloud car, where everything was soft, glowing, and slow. The air smelled like warm milk and bedtime hugs. There were no walls, just soft clouds drifting endlessly in a sky painted in twilight, colored with the softest purples and pinks. Leo lay on one of the clouds and arose slightly, floating gently. The bunny floated beside him on another cloud, holding a tiny lantern that glowed like a heartbeat. "This is where dreams begin to drift," the bunny said, his voice a lullaby in itself. As Leo looked around, he saw small glowing orbs floating through the air. Inside each one was a moment, a memory, a smile, a laugh. Some looked like children, holding hands, others like a puppy cuddled beside a baby, or a grandfather reading a story. One orb floated toward Leo and gently touched his forehead. Suddenly, he remembered his mother's kiss from earlier that night. The warmth of it spread through him like sunlight under the covers. Another orb floated by, and Leo heard a soft giggle, his own, from earlier that day when he had played in the garden. A memory of blowing bubbles and chasing butterflies filled his heart. "These are the dreams your heart keeps safe," said the bunny. "They stay with you, even when you don't notice." Leo watched as the orbs danced slowly around him, glowing brighter when he smiled at them. Each one seemed to bring with it a blanket of peace, settling over his chest, shoulders, and eyes. He drifted slowly on the cloud, as if floating on a slow river made of stars. Above him, the sky seemed alive, not loud, but pulsing gently, as if breathing in rhythm with his own sleepy breaths. In the distance, a soft song began to play. It wasn't made with instruments, but with light, color, and comfort. The kind of song you don't hear with your ears, but with your whole body. Leo closed his eyes and let it wash over him. The clouds beneath him swayed in time with the music, rocking him gently, like a cradle in the sky. The bunny leaned over and whispered, "There is a place, deep in your dreams, where everything is just the way it should be. That's where we're going." The words wrapped around Leo like a lullaby. He reached out a hand and touched one last orb. This one held the image of his family at dinner, laughing softly, sharing stories. That warmth lingered on his fingertips. The train slowed to a near stop. The bunny placed a tiny moon-shaped sticker on Leo's pajama shirt. "This is your dream ticket. It will bring you back whenever you need to rest. Just close your eyes, and the train will find you." Leo smiled without speaking. The bunny smiled back and gently touched Leo's forehead with the tip of his paw. Then, the clouds began to lower. The stars dimmed, and the train slowly faded into mist. The dream began to melt into silence. Leo's body felt lighter than ever, like a feather on the breeze. The cloud beneath him became softer and softer until it no longer felt like a cloud, but like the familiar mattress of his own bed. And then, he was home, in his room, in his bed. The covers were tucked gently around him, the teddy bear still nestled under his arm. The moonlight peeked through the window, soft and kind, exactly where it had been when his journey began. Leo didn't open his eyes. He didn't need to. He knew the train had taken him exactly where he needed to go. He felt the echo of the train's rhythm still gently rocking inside him, like waves in a quiet sea. His fingers curled slightly around the edge of the blanket. His chest rose and fell slowly, calmly. He sighed, peaceful and still, and slipped fully into sleep. The bunny, though no longer visible, was still nearby, watching from somewhere in the stars, ready to return whenever Leo needed him. Far above, a faint whistle echoed in the night sky. The moonlight train was on its way again, carrying sweet dreams to the next sleepy heart. Good night, Leo. Good night, dreamer.